kita bakal nerusin campaignnya di Arido Mesa. A desperate situation has developed on the colony. One of our 3 major life support unit has failed, and you will need to quickly construct a new colony and accommodate all the incoming refugees. Oke, bangun ini langsung dapat hadiah, ambil.
Remember,
Buat ini oke, dapat. Ntar dulu kita rationing dulu. Bikin ini
we'd like you to increase the... Welcome. Your
cepat. Kita bangun ke arah makanan. Quinoa. Jalan ke sini. Bangun ini.
Your progress is...
And nights.
Your colony could benefit. Kita bakal bikin perlindungan data dulu. Oke. I'm receiving reports that your colonists are complaining about inadequate water supplies.
Aku keadaannya rasanya kan. Oke. Dari tingkatin dulu. Oke. Kurang cepat. Oke, kita bangun lagi. Ini namanya.
Well done. I'm pleased with the...
Hello, Chief.
Here's your next population.
We have a new request for you, boss.
Ekspor quinoa. Quinoa aku banyak kan? Banyak. Oke. Quinoa, bangun ini.
Your progress is...
Nanites. Kita bangun lagi. Aduh. Oke, kita upgrade ini.
I have an opportunity.
Atas. Atas kita ganti rice.
I have a request for you from the
Au. Sound effect-nya kenceng banget.
It's time for a referendum election.
Moral 59. Ntar dulu, aku mau ini dulu. Oke. Sekarang kita cek air. Udara di sini kurang bagus.
Hi, boss.
Air
I've compiled some
quality has become
feedback
a
to help
problem
guide
in
you
your
in the
colony.
upcoming
I
referendum
hope you'll
election.
resolve the situation swiftly.
I've consulted with the inhabitants of the colony, and they've given me some feedback that might help you. There's a referendum election coming up soon, and I have some feedback from your colonists.
ครับ
One of your former colonies has requested an
Hi, boss. I've compiled some feedback to help guide you in the upcoming referendum election. Congratulations on your referendum victory, boss.
Okay.
We'd like you to expand your
Yes, botas. Yes, botas. Yes, botas. Yes, botas. Yes, botas. Yes, botas. Okay.
We'd like you to increase the colony. is your next population growth target?
500.
What do we want? Jobs! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Jobs! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Jobs! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Jobs! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Jobs! When do we want it? Now!
Kita bakal ngatur. Tikus Dutch.
What do we want? Jobs! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
What do we want?
My staff informs me that some of your colonists have become infected with microbes from plague spores. I trust you'll provide adequate health care to ensure the epidemic does not spread any further.
Oh my god, scrubber.
We'd like you to increase the colony.
Potato. Bola. Buat produksi ini. Sih. 686 cepet banget coy. Perasaan aku baru bangun.
As you recall, the Constitution guarantees your citizens the right to vote on their colony governor. It looks like that time is upon us again.
When do we want it? Now! When do we want
We'd like you to expand your colony's
now! What do we want? When do we want it? Now! When do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
I've compiled the feedback from your citizens.
I'm receiving
They're telling
urgent
me there's a good
messages
chance they
about
might vote you out of
deteriorating
office.
air quality in your colony. Is everything okay down there?
Wait. Okay.
When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Goods! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Goods! When do we want it? Now!
I've consulted with the inhabitants of the colony, and they've given me some feedback that might help you. There's a referendum election coming up soon, and I have some feedback from your colonists.
Wait, spore mana?
Hi, boss. I've compiled some feedback to help guide you in the upcoming referendum election. Congratulations on your referendum victory, boss.
Okay, berhasil.
Hey, Jack. I've looped in the commander on the comm channel. So, what's the status of your analysis of the cube?
Making progress. I've decoded what seems to be Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, huh? How many chapters are in this thing?
I'm not sure. I think there are at least 20.
Okay. If I recall correctly, you told us that the alien race that used to live on Aven Prime got a warning that they were about to go extinct.
Right. Supernova coming, and you've got 10 years to write your last will and testament before you all die from the radiation.
In 88,000 words or less.
Yeah, they called it the final word. So, what I'm seeing in Chapter 2 is, it went a little nuts. A whole lot of wars started.
Okay, that's ugly. You'd think they'd want to live out their last few years in peace.
Well, look at it from their perspective. They were facing extinction, so they didn't have anything to lose anymore.
But what is there to fight over at that point? I mean, if you're just gonna die anyway.
The book. The 88,000 words that they could send back to that other alien species as their last words.
Ah, the builders.
Right. So I think a lot of them looked at it this way. If they were going to die in 10 years anyway, why not spend the time they had left trying to make a difference? The final words would be the only thing that would outlive them. So that was all that mattered anymore.
Man, all that killing over a book the size of a paperback novel.
Yeah. Seems a little crazy when you put it that way. But again, from their perspective, imagine you're a parent and you have a big family with 7 kids. And you're in orbit in a spaceship with broken thrusters and it's gonna crash into the planet. And you can only send one message to your family before you die. Anybody you put in that position would really obsess over that message and try to get it right.
I see your point.
It started off with a lot of political factions, like we used to have back on Earth. Liberals, conservatives, socialists, a couple others. They all had different ideas of how to tell their story and what to say. And they tried to negotiate, but the talks eventually collapsed.
So, they just started fighting.
They did, but there was also another faction. It was a very ancient sort of movement, kind of like a cross between a political movement and a cult. And they got really riled up, because their holy book was right around 85,000 words. And they were a smaller faction than the others, but they were a lot more violent. They were convinced that because the size was within 3,000 words, that was a sign from their crazy octopus god that they should use their own holy book as the final word, plus 3,000 more words on the history of their cult. And they were willing to kill as many people as they needed to make that happen.
What? No.
So, they started a war, and they killed about 1 million people in the process.
Holy...
Did they win?
I'm not sure yet. Still translating.
That's great work, Jack. Keep us updated on all the progress.
Hai Commander. Akhirnya victory. Claim victory. Oke, kita bakal lanjut ke next planet mungkin. Iya, planet ini namanya. Ke next campaign stage lah pokoknya. Ya.